All right, everybody, welcome back. I got Ali's joining me tonight, and we have quite a bit of Dcrl action happening. 3 matches, but as usual, my co-caster like to let them introduce themselves. So, Ali's.
Yeah, that's me. Hello. Yeah, no one pronounces my name right. It's actually supposed to be pronounced Alice, but I could not care less. Call me Ben even.
My apologies. But yeah,
I don't care. No one pronounces it right.
right. I think I fixed the music there for previous storm. Hopefully that's better. But yeah, I mean, just for this series that I got Alice or Ben, whatever you want to call him, as he says, we have Pound Town and Triumvirate playing against each other, which I think will be a pretty good match. We'll kind of talk about these teams more in detail, but we're gonna go ahead and actually throw it on over to Division A standings and what we see there. Well, right off the bat, I guess Alice, what do you kind of see comparing both these teams, or even Division A overall?
Well, something I'm really interested to see is that those top three teams, 6-2 each, winning percentage of 67%, then 66%. Those top three, apparently they're colluding together. They're trying to split the first place evenly or something like that. But Pound Town's one of those teams, so seems to be doing pretty well. But you can never know. You never know.
Yeah, and they were kind of rolling through the regular season with pretty strong force, I would say. Kind of until towards the end, I think they lost their last regular season game, but this is their first time playing in playoffs, so we'll kind of see what their first round is like. Same with Triumvirate. However, Triumvirate, I think a lot of people will be looking for them to be the underdogs in this one and just seeing if they go with that sort of mentality, use that as motivation going against Pound Town. But speaking of which, Triumvirate, we can kind of talk about them a little bit, and right there you see right away with Heat Assassin is their captain with 2.58 saves per game, and
Ridiculous.
if I'm recalling correctly, I think during the regular season he made it a thing to get that sort of stat, so it makes sense that he is league leading in that for Division A, but I think I remember Blasky either as when he was a co-caster or something. I heard it somewhere from him that now that it's playoff time, they're gonna start locking in. That's kind of what Heat Assassin was saying to them, is like, okay, here we go. It's game time now. Like, I don't know. I really am curious to see what he means by that and how things are gonna look for them and how well it pans out for them, especially going against Pound Town today.
For sure. And I mean, Blasky said that he was actually the listed as the Division A expert in the playoff prediction stream when he said that, which, he can say that all he wants, but I think they're going to have to prove that on the pitch, because if you play one way for an entire season and then try and switch it up immediately, it could totally backfire. So I guess we'll have to see.
Yeah, and I don't know if it's necessarily them trying to change a whole sort of play style, but I think maybe Heat Assassin will kind of get out of that defensive mentality and try to create more offense for his team. Yeah, I mean, really curious to see what that sort of looks like. But Alice, I know you really wanted to talk about Pound Town here, and here we are looking at their stats. I'll let you go ahead and take it away.
This is such an interesting team for me, because usually when you're looking for a team, you want people who are very balanced. You want players who can kind of just play to equal skill levels and generally play any position as well as you can. Not quite the case with Pound Town. It's more so Shavin near the back most of the time, then Remzik and Leffy up doing offensive things. It's totally created a different play style dynamic that teams have had to deal with. It's worked pretty well, and I mean, you have the league leader in demos per game and the league leader in shooting percentage per game, which is a pretty crazy stat. I don't know. I think they're just an interesting team to follow, and I'm excited to see how they play in these playoffs.
I am as well, and it's kind of it's a good thing that you bring up Leffy in particular, because I think we've heard a lot of talk about him throughout the regular season and up until this game here tonight, where he's been, I don't know, I guess I would say more so an offensive threat, or an offensive asset, I guess, for this team. You pointed out the shooting percentage, and also like his goals per game being 1.09 as a third round pick, I think is very impressive. I think we're gonna kind of look at him being a spotlight player for Pound Town, like you were mentioning. And I think for Triumvirate, I don't know if I really have a spotlight player, but if I had to pick one, probably go with Ecrux, just because I know he has a very high ceiling of popping off, but it really just depends on how he's playing, throughout the night or whatnot. So
For sure.
but
I
yeah,
think the person that I'm looking at for each team, I'm gonna agree with you that Leffy's the person I want to see really pop off for Pound Town. For Triumvirate, I want to see Blasky. I want to see what he can do. I know that he's a very talented player, but he's also got a pretty low floor from my experience from what I'm seeing. Nope, hate Blasky, you're a crazy player. But I want to see how he performs due to this maybe just even slight shift in playstyle that they're saying they're going to switch to.
yeah, and like, I don't know, you guys saw in the intro video with Blasky getting hype, getting that whatever 2-second goal to beat, I think it was the Dragons that they were last semester. He has the potential to be that sort of hype man, and so kind of seeing if he can implement that in-person energy to beforehand, like when they're playing online leading up to LAN, if he can kind of implement that into how his team plays and kind of fire everyone up. I don't know. I really do think Triumvirate could even take this one. Going into predictions. No, I don't think predictions are closed for closing once the game starts. But as I was saying, going into predictions, honestly, I think I could see Triumvirate taking this one either 4-2 or 4-3. But if I had to pick one, I'm gonna say 4-3. Because Pound Town are a very solid team. And Triumvirate, they're definitely gonna have to fight for it if they want to. So that's gonna be my prediction. 4-3 Triumph.
I think that's a pretty solid prediction. It's not personally hate to I don't know,
Be the
disagree,
bearer of
but
bad news, sure.
the bearer of bad news. I think the power of Remzik's going to be really hard to stop, especially if they're going to try and play more offensively. I'm having a prediction that this series might be a bit of a slugfest. We might see like very high scoring games if that's what's going to come down to. And generally speaking, if we're comparing offense to offense, I just think Pound Town is better. Just the way that I see it.
Okay.
But I could totally be proven wrong.
And then, did you say series score? Like what you think?
Oh, I think Pound Town in Game 6. 4-2 Pound Town.
I'm just making sure we got everybody here. Well, it looks like everybody is here, and you said 4-2 Pound Town. I said 4-3 Triumvirate. Again, yeah, like you were saying, Remzik, I mean, he's very strong. He's a very good player. So Triumvirate, I don't know. I'm gonna have to do something against them because, yeah, I don't know. Remzik can be a very tough player to play against.
I mean, he's SSL. I think any SSL would be pretty tough to play against personally.
Exactly.
But maybe that's just a skill issue on my part. You never know.
You never know. You never know. But I do think these guys are ready. We are kind of just waiting to load it in here. I'm gonna go ahead and switch it on over as well. Get the Dcrl overlay working.
Exciting stuff.
Let's see here. They are loading in.
Yep, they're all in.
Mark.
Woohoo!
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting these guys' cams all fixed up.
Okay, gotta make sure Blasky's awesome sign is in the way. Some early pressure coming from Pound Town. Already on the orange half, we can see just kind of how each team is playing in the first 10 seconds here. We saw Heat Assassin just waiting in net while all of Pound Town just started to swarm on offense, which, if any play is going to be a decider of how the series goes, it's probably that exact play. Even more pressure. Lefty with an early shot, and leaves an open net for Remzik to score. Early lead for Pound Town in Game 1.
And a very early lead. I don't know, that net was just too wide open there.
Yeah, double commit and net.
No, it's only 32 seconds in. Doesn't mean too much. Usually Game 1s are
yeah, Game 1s, they don't mean nothing, but in terms of the general series score, they're not the most important games. But even still, it's an important game to win nonetheless. Pound Town trying to take it. more pressure right in the corner. He's trying to get it out. Heat Assassin to follow up. Him versus Remzik. The Heat Assassin's out of boost. Remzik up in the air. This is terrifying for the defensive Triumvirate.
No.
Can he find the double tap? Just barely not, but Lefty's there to finish it. That's like a Pound Town classic. You probably can't get a more like textbook play for them with just Remzik beating everyone out and Lefty on janitorial duty.
Yeah, I honestly thought that ball was going in with when Remzik got it over whatever one player was on the goal line there. But luckily, you know, I love that he was able to be close and push that one.
For sure. Oh, some bums coming out, and Heat Assassin able to put it in. They're definitely not out for the count after 2 goals. They're trying to get physical in this gameplay, and I'm liking to see that from a team that's, from what I've heard, notoriously defensive. Seeing those bumps and physical plays come out might just be what the doctor ordered if they want to try and win this series. Putting it in. Lasky taking control. Can he do much with it? Lefty's waiting. Can't do much, but Lefty up. Heat Assassin able to take a 50 there. Nothing besides that 1 goal that's all too threatening from Triumvirate so far. Meanwhile, Pound Town have kind of had all the offense so far. But again, it is only not even 2 minutes into the first game. Anything can change in a best-of-7 series because, you know, these are going to be long series, especially for the closer matchups. 7 games is a lot to adapt to and play with.
Oh, it definitely can be. And you actually see a roll 1 there on Triumvirate's backboard. Lefty put this one up too high though. Lasky's going to have control of it. 1v1 kind of. Lasky's 0 boost, but he does get it put to the side. 1v1 Heat Assassin can his offense. Or
just going over 1.
Yeah. But really good defense there out of Heat Assassin. Wouldn't expect much less out of him. Does get that separation. You're gonna see a Remzik Heat Assassin 1v1.
Oh, Pogo!
Very close attempt there, but I honestly could see this roll 1 going on for quite a bit of time.
Yeah, I might see a full game roll 1 here, but no, Remzik trying to win my heart with that play. If anyone knows, I'm a big fan of Pogos, and like, I think he gets that. I'm gonna start sending him like, I don't know, give him a love letter at LAN or something like that.
Oh, my word.
Listen, he complimented my shot once, so I mean, like, it's already confirmed, isn't it? Like a thing now. No, some pressure coming out from Triumvirate in this now 2v2 league, but Lefty trying to find a dribble. The Assassin showing that, you know, textbook defensive play. He's known for it. Can't escape it even if he's trying to be more offensive. He's trying to find a shot here. Can he find the double? No. Like, Triumvirate had a decent amount of offensive pressure in this game 1. It's just too much as they overcommit a little bit, and Rems would be able to take the free goal.
There we go. Now I gotta eat breakfast. So silly. Just 1 letter.
It's just a single letter.
I know. Well, you see that little glimpse of the 2v2 happening, where we're in a 3v3 league. Pound Town taking the advantage there. Now they're up 3-1. Minute 40 left. Remember, kind of hoping to get another goal here to not so much have big of a gap. Really good job of getting that one. Davin actually double commit there. 2 trucks going for it. Davin almost put it on the side. Still seeing the pressure there from Triumvirate. A lot of action. Yeah, a lot of action happening in these corners.
This is a very interesting series so far. Lefty able to get that clear. Something I'm seeing out of Pound Town. Normally, you would expect it to be kind of exclusively, almost, just about, not quite exclusively, but pretty strongly Lefty and Remzik on offense. But we've seen
that's
Shabby
open.
get some good looks on offense.
Nice.
But, you know, maybe the defense is lacking for them a little bit as Triumvirate closes the lead down to only 1 with an amazing demo by Dcrl. Just, you can't ask for a better open net.
But really good capitalization. That's what that one in. We are under a minute though, and I don't know. It seems like most of the game has been a lot of Pound Town offense. Sure. However, Triumvirate though they have done a really good.
Oh, totally. Triumvirate like have kept this game close for sure. They want to bring the fight to Pound Town. They know they're not the general favorites to win, at least in terms of season league score. but they want to show they got a lot of fight in them that can score against even the best. So keeping this game 1 close. I really think this is going to be a close series just based off this game 1. Like we both predicted at least a game 6, and I'm still holding true to that. This is not going to be sweep in any way, shape, or form, I think.
Well, we are single digits here in the timer. Ball's going to go right up to Remzik. Dcrl gets a decent tip. He can just ask him to fight over midfield. 0 seconds now. That's a face control. Can he get a pass out towards the middle? He does.
Ooh, the Leffy there.
Yeah. Really good aggression there by Leffy. You know, I love to see that. He doesn't kind of just sit back in the goal line and wait to see what happens. Close that one out nice. They get the early game 1 win.
Here's an early little statistic. We're seeing, what is that, 13 shots to 4 from Pound Town? Yeah, that sounds about right for this entire game 1. Just crazy offense coming from Pound Town. And as much as Triumvirate fought as hard as they could to keep that up, those physical plays were really something. But, you know, couldn't quite capitalize on just the pure shooting that Pound Town were showing. Uh-oh.
But we're all good. We're good.
It's Div-A. You need a little bit of scuff for Div-A, right?
Just a little. No, there's like music playing on my end. People aren't hearing. That's okay.
Oh.
But again, good start there for Pound Town. Remember, looking to get equalized in the series. This game does seem, I don't know, maybe you could think otherwise. For whatever reason, it does seem a little bit more slow to play. I don't know if a lot of touches are being more thought out and whatnot rather than the ball.
Yeah, I think this game is just going to be probably more one of accuracy. Speaking of which, Shavin putting in a great goal. But yeah, no, I haven't seen any like super duper heavy touches kind of out of any player. It's just a lot of attempts to take control, which, I mean, for a bunch of pretty mechanical players on this field, I'm not too surprised by.
Okay. Yeah, and I mean, really kind of just goes to how you're feeling it out, but a really nice demo opening there for Dcrl. Remzik's going to be there for fall off backward. Throwing this one down. Sidewall. Doesn't get the mid, but his left is going to be left last. Last decided not to challenge. Good start play by him. However, he just has to put this one back to the corner. Does kind of get a follow up. Dcrl's there, centered. Remzik, I see, was very awkward there, but they do get it out of there. I don't know how. They do.
Yeah, something I'm noticing, I think, generally speaking, as a rule of thumb, Triumvirate, when they have a lot of pressure for a lot of time, they're able to break down the defense of Pound Town, which it's hard for them to keep that high amount of pressure, but in the times they have, especially in this game 1, they've shown some, or not this game 1, in the game 1 that we just saw, they've shown a lot of just good potential in that, and you know, maybe that's their strategy here. Maybe they're trying to be more offensive. Maybe that just means piling on the pressure, and at least scored a close game for them. Let's see if they can continue it up.
Push here.
Oh, look at these plays.
Lasky's awkward. It's on the back line.
Oh my gosh.
In there. Just wasn't able to quite get enough push, getting it out of the net. But you know, really, honest. It was an honest.
Yeah, it's an honest attempt. I think you could probably say that for about like every player in this entire game that's not like Heat Assassin or Remzik. No hate to any of the other 4 players, but like they're just giving it their all out in this pitch, and I mean, this is actually a pretty interesting matchup too, because it's two, generally speaking, 2 rosters with very, very high-rated players as their captains, and then 2, I don't want to say lower-ranked players, but just about maybe 2 lower-ranked players trying to support them. It's kind of just an interesting little power struggle. It's just such an interesting playstyle, I guess. Playstyle different.
But a lot of really good passing coming out of Pound Town there. Nice little fake where he just has to message up there. Chemistry on that. But Remzik gets the ball right back. This play's picking up a little bit better pace. See a pass come over to Remzik. Just puts that down. Lefty was there. Remzik turns in, cuts him off. Dcrl. Nice hit on the side. Just has to will be there. Go on boost. Probably will get the corner steal, which is really good. Nice gap low. But Pound Town put this one back onto Triumvirate's side. See the pressure
shots coming in.
keep coming out of these guys. I don't understand why.
Triumvirate, I think what they're trying to do is figure out if they either want to work on counterattacks or if they want to work on just high mounted pressure, and I think that confusion might be catching them off guard, or maybe they're just going to play the physical game and just demo everyone to victory, which, I mean, for almost 3 goals now, it seems to have worked out pretty well for them.
Yep, you have Dcrl last. Nice dip into the corner there. Remember, I do really think they get a goal scored here. They were almost under a minute. Remzik actually almost puts that in.
Oh,
miss. That 3 now. Minute 28 left. I can already, tell you the game isn't pick up.
For sure, I think that it's going to be a bit of desperation mode from Triumvirate, especially in this game 2, which is in a best of 7. I would say either the second or first most important game, because the opposing team ideally would like to take a game back, make it basically a best of 5 again. But you know, if they can't do that, then it's going to be a scary score for them. Triumvirate's trying to look for that first goal. They have to start scoring pretty quickly if they want to have a chance in this game 2, or else they'll be not on match point, but something not far from it.
I don't know. Down's doing a really good job of the ball away from Triumvirate. And I'd like to point out to you earlier, I saw Lefty on the he's just really good at getting goals on the goal line. Keeping the ball going in, not gonna lie. Just needs the ball everything right at him.
Yeah, you know, this is definitely going to be a bit biased. You got that that Mines representation, but I feel like Leffy, if you give him a few thousand more hours, he's going to just be like SSL. He's got like the framework for it and everything. He's just maybe lacking a bit of that consistency, but even still, he's just a really scary player to be around. Almost a shot coming on. Blasky not able, or yeah, no, Blasky not able to fund a shot. Pressure's still there. Triumvirate, if they can score a goal there, they at least have a chance, but the clear out from Remzik more or less seals the deal for this game too.
Yeah,
Downtown taking 2-0 lead in the series.
Downtown pass incredible. Not gonna lie. That's been a really good asset for them so far in the series. Now that they have the 2-0 lead, I don't know. Triumvirate maybe they look to take a timeout here. We'll see. Load this next one, but kind of look at the stats. What are you seeing here?
What I'm seeing here is just like, it's kind of a repeat of game 1 more or less. We're seeing much more shots coming out from Pound Town. Actually, it's closer than game 1, but still, they're out shooting Triumvirate by quite a bit. And you know, I think what I'm seeing is just a lot of Triumvirate. They're trying to face the shots that are coming on their net, but unfortunately, they're just not able to take quite as much control as they'd like after those saves. And it's just leading to more pressure from Pound Town, and they're just kind of unable to make anything of that defensive playstyle. I think if they're going to try and play more offensive like they said they wanted to, they're going to have to start pulling it out in these next games.
Yeah.
See what's up.
Yeah, I agree. And I'm kind of surprised they didn't even call for a timeout here in this one. But I don't know. If after this one, maybe they don't even know they have a timeout. Who knows? Some things like that happen. Just like goes over your head, you forget about it. But they're loading in here into this game. Yeah, Triumvirate, they definitely do not want to go down after this game. At that point, you're trying to get best of them for you. The likelihood of that happening, especially in this downtown, very unlikely.
Yeah, kind of good luck there. I mean, they're definitely opening up the scoring. This is the first lead they've had. I was going to speak early and say that, yeah, no, having a 3-game disadvantage against Remzik's team is about a situation that nobody at all wants to be in, and clearly Heat Assassin ready to show that he agrees with me, and he's going to try and take game 3.
I like the fact they get the early start right ahead in this game here, because I don't know, it seems like a team will play a lot more comfortable once they are starting off hot. And for example, you see there, Blasky putting that one in. Nice pass though from this Assassin.
That was beautiful. Remzik just barely unable to get a touch on the ball. I think this is the exact position that Triumvirate have been trying for in the past 2 games. A 2-goal lead in which they can just kind of say, okay, we got 2 goals, now we can park the bus and get saves. And I think Heat Assassin would be very happy with that, knowing that he has, what was it, 2.58 saves per game on average? That's ridiculous.
Yeah, if he can, if he can somehow still have as great a defense as he does,
start farming saves again.
But like,
oh, lefty. Ooh. What a pass. Oh, and it's in. Okay.
For a second, I was worried that was going to get saved.
Real scared.
Yeah, but really good pass from left there. That was kind of how that play started. Reps came in a minute. But Triumvirate, you're kind of already letting Poundtown start to sneak in. Like, you got to play solid defense as well as play creative offense that you have so far in this game.
I think Triumvirate's main idea is defense, or maybe not. Maybe I'm just like speaking way too soon as Heat Assassin puts one in over Ecrux's crazy flip reset there. Look at that power, able to get past Shavin, barely not past Remzik, but Leffy's just not there to finish it up. Oh my gosh, I was about to speak too soon and say that Triumvirate's whole thing was defense, but maybe they just proved me wrong with that exact play. What the heck?
Honestly though, like, what was so great about that play is Assassin, I believe, came out of the goal line just a little bit, and left that goal pretty much wide open.
For sure.
Keep it that one goal. Convict, they're doing a very good job.
But Poundtown definitely not letting them have it easy. One thing that I was going to say, oh my gosh, Leffy, okay. But I was going to say, one thing I'm starting to see from both teams, Remzik able to get the save, but the whole kind of power struggle for this game, because of that, like, difference in rank, or maybe, I don't want to say skill, but yeah, I kind of want to say skill that these teams have, it's going to be about who can dismantle the really good player on the team better. Because in a lot of Game 1 and Game 2, from what I was seeing, you know, Poundtown were able to just take Heat Assassin out of net, and then all of a sudden the defense wasn't nearly as strong. And now we can see Poundtown, like, Triumvirate are just having those demos. They're able to take everyone out of net.
Sorry, I'm being stupid.
Oh no, you're fine. Don't worry about it. I'm just yapping. I'm yapping right now.
I forget. I'm in a new apartment, and this room is super echoey, so I kind of freaked myself out there.
Jump scare warning right there.
Yeah, I just jump scared myself. We're all good there. But 2 minutes, 15 seconds onto this one. Heat Assassin really looking to get something working for his team. I am seeing a lot of Remzik and Heat Assassin playing super aggressive. And like it was like exactly how you were mentioning. Who is going to be the one to shut down the best player? Heat Assassin, Poundtown. Really looking to see what these support players, last left, I think what they can do on the field for these guys up threes can impact what it is.
Oh, for sure. Something else I'm seeing out of Triumvirate, like, automatically, they're able to intercept these passes. Oh, wow, what a double! Heat Assassin. To prove my point here, we gotta see Ecrux in the middle there, and then Blasky able to just shut down Leffy. What Triumvirate are doing in this Game 3 that's working so well, they're blocking the passing opportunities. Poundtown have been able to find each other in the field kind of wherever in the first 2 games, and I think Triumvirate have recognized that and are trying to just block any and all passes. And clearly with this 3-goal lead in Game 3, it's doing something.
Seeing a lot of really good touches out of these guys. Not the best one there from left. I'm gonna see like I was mentioning already, gameplay is starting to get a lot faster. Unfortunately, not able to get a quick step there. That's better with 50. Still gonna sit in the corner. All 3 Triumvirate players going for that one. If he controls this, can he get a flick? He does, and it's in.
You know, it's not quite over here. A minute and 2 goals is not a position anyone would want to be in. But I mean, if there's any offense that can do anything here, it's Poundtown.
Oh, you see them dying in cans right now. You already know. They're all challenged for that ball. They just laugh. That's hilarious. It's funny the things you'll see happen in debate, even as well as 50. You know, it really doesn't matter.
Oh, Leffy. Oh my gosh, Leffy. What a play to make this game. It's a 1-goal game now. In about 3 seconds there, left with an amazing 50 on the back ball, and then just a little flick right past Heat Assassin. This is what I want to see from the player we're paying attention to. Just someone who can beat any player when he wants to. It just makes everyone's life on Pound Town teams so much easier.
Yeah, and the difference I'm seeing in this game, I don't know, I think is making a big difference. They're like all lap miles. They are dead serious. Like, after Lefty had scored that kickoff goal 50 seconds ago, no smile. It was just all straight face. But
they're locked in right now.
It could be because of that, or maybe a little upset just because they think that they could be sweeping right now. I don't know. However, 15 seconds here now on the scoreboard. Remember, you have the lead, but just asking this is something over. It's going to waste quite a bit of time for Countdown now with the band. They aren't able to keep very good control of this ball, and they go right over to the corner. So now at 0 seconds.
0 seconds, they're going to try and kill it. Can they do it? Heat Assassin definitely will now, or maybe not. He didn't get the touch he wanted, but Blasky up to try and score it to put the game away. Pound Town keeping the ball up. They want to try and get a 0-second goal there. They have to get a 0-second goal here to make it to overtime to hopefully do anything. Blasky trying to kill it, and it does die. Pretty scary for Triumvirate. They were up 4-1, and it almost became a tied series, but able to hold on and take a game back.
Yeah, I think that's a really important game for Triumvirate. Like I'm saying, like we've both been saying, you know, whatever this next game Pound Town takes, whether it's game 4 or game 5, they're going to be going on match point, and all they need is one more. And when you're in that sort of scenario, it's like, okay, I'm reading the chat. I'll have to acknowledge those later. They're kind of funny. But when you're in that sort of point where the other team's on match point, they only need one more to win the series. I don't know, like, I guess it can be a little nerve-wracking.
For sure. It's just something where, like, I mean, your series score isn't quite on the line just yet because you wouldn't be losing the series, but I mean, going down 0-3 against a very strong Div A team is, no one would want to be in that situation. So this is probably going to be huge for Triumvirate's mentality, and I think for Pound Town at least, this game 4 might be their most important. Yeah,
and what I'm really I don't know, I guess excited about Triumvirate is the fact that they still have their timeout. They were able to take that game, like kind of turn it around on themselves in that amount of time. Almost a really nice boom from Heat Assassin. Couldn't see an opportunity there for Lee Crux. He wasn't able to get there in time. Leffy actually puts this one way far back. Heat Assassin was able to get back in time. Really crazy speed coming out of Pound Town already. You already saw it took them milliseconds to get a counterattack opportunity, and Heat Assassin was back there barely, but ball slowed in quite a bit. You see a backflip coming out of Heat Assassin over the side. Devin taking his time, getting that corner boost, kind of baiting him out.
I think Pound Town trying to vary the speed a bit here. We saw that instant counterattack as well as that really, really slowed down play by Shavin. I think that's going to work crazy in their favor. The more unpredictable that Pound Town can get is going to be the harder to defend and save that Triumvirate can do. But, I mean, we'll have to see as Shavin trying to get a good little kind of double off the floor. Nothing to come of it, but still, I mean, it is kind of boomer ball happening right now for both teams. That no one's really taking a whole lot of control. Maybe a couple little bursts of movement here, but nothing crazy. Or maybe we're just going to stick with it. We're just going to play boomer ball. Get those dunks, get those crazy touches. I don't know. Everything's going on.
Oh, wow.
Everything's going on.
Speed there from Heat Assassin. I really want to see how this play kind of developed. Truck bring it over to the corner there.
Great little pinch. Oh, that's amazing. That's exactly what Heat Assassin wanted. You could see both Pound Town players, I think those Shavin and Remzik, just sitting on near post. They realized, oh wait, this is mid. What do we do?
Yeah. But like Shavin was very awkward there, wasn't on the back wall. Speed there. An opportunity, but ball is gonna go right on in. I don't know what happened there.
Thinking he's Heat Assassin out here with an almost identical shot from the same angle. Able to get past Dcrl. That's a great little angle to find. It's pretty clutch to. It's only a 1-to-1 score, but you know, tying a game immediately back up is definitely something they want to see.
Exactly. But you see the gameplay picking up quite a bit here in game 4. It's slowly progressed. But I'm just gonna have three ran in the ball here, taking it up the wall. Really got a ceiling pinch. Last dash shuts that one down. Crux gets it. He just has gets a good center. That one's gonna float down.
Whoa!
It's a little pool shot off Dcrl there to clear the ball. You see a pass maybe come out across. Not quite. It is gonna get shut down. However, Remsik it's in his own hands. And Triumvirate, I mean, they're doing a really good job of realizing how quick the gameplay is picking up, but also cutting down what Downtown have throughout the game.
Honestly, from how they're playing, I think Triumvirate actually wanted Pound Town to go really fast. From just the way they're positioning themselves on defense, it seems like they're trying to predict kind of the fast, immediate plays. It's somewhat working out for them. Still a tied game, though, so anything can happen. Almost a look on net. Shavin able to clear it out. Now it's Remsik. Immediately blocked by Blasky. That's Blasky's kind of being that standout player now.
Gosh, what a shot!
Or maybe it's Ecrux. Maybe he's the clip player. I might have spoke too soon there. What on earth?
Yeah, you can see Shavin like backing up in the goal. He's like, shoot, here we go again. Ecrux, really good refill off the back there, giving him the 2-1 over Pound Town. We are just under halfway of this game. I don't know. Like I said, I was bringing out, you know, spotlight players to look at, and mine for Triumvirate was Dcrl. I think he's doing very well in kind of following that sort of role.
For sure, he's definitely pulling out the mechanics that need to be done. But we're all said and done. Maybe just a clean passing play that Levy can cut in and just send it into the net. Maybe that's just all you need. What a play! Oh my gosh!
Against the defensive wizard himself, too. Wow. I mean, we're like I brought up Ecrux being spotlight play for Triumvirate. There you got Lefty, you know, talking the talk, walking the walk himself as well.
The entirety of the score line for I think even like no, I was about to lie for a second, but the entire score line for this game 4 has been back and forth from Triumvirate right into Pound Town. Oh, pretty quick counterattacks, or the counter goals, I should say. It's a very close game 4, and I think I don't know. It's hard to say, just because if Triumvirate win this, they go 2-2, and it's basically a best-of-3 series then, which I think with the momentum, that's something they want. The Pound Town, if they go to match point, double match point, it's going to be a really good look for them. So I think Triumvirate just kind of need to figure out how to stop the offense from coming out, and clearly that's one way. Just, you know, mind control Remsik, make him miss.
Well, yeah, I mean, gameplay is really speeding up here at the end now. 40 seconds.
Oh my god, it's really speeding up.
Yeah, I don't know, dude. Ball's just going back and forth the field in a matter of seconds, but I think they're doing a really good job of understanding how quick down play. Like you mentioned before, they do want. It seems like they are a lot better when they are trying to be speedy with the ball versus but almost a shot there from Heat Assassin. It's almost in.
Oh, and Shavin.
Wow.
Yeah, wow indeed.
Oh, no.
Are we going to go to overtime? Oh, we are. See, this is so fascinating gameplay to me, because, you know, Pound Town are trying to find each other with the ball whenever they have possession. And I think Triumvirate's answer have been to also, like, find the Pound Town members. Like, it's all just a matter of who can get the passes first. Just this shutdown gameplay style, it's so close, so back and forth. You can only predict what's going on. Shavin looking for the goal, can't quite. Triumvirate might be scrambling on defense here as Remsik up the wall, doesn't get the flip reset, looks for the ground pinch. He just hasn't been able to clear it to his corner. It's not out of the woods yet. Still a little bit of pressure coming from Pound Town. Great little back pass. Remsik kind of low on boost, trying to look for a shot. Anyways, it almost goes in. Can Lefty follow it up? Just constant pressure from the blue team here. It's definitely what they want to do. Just shut down any hope of blocking passes that Triumvirate have by just never letting the ball leave their half.
Yeah, but right now, Triumvirate, they're, I don't know, not really controlling the ball so much as defense. You can really use that to not basically throwing the ball right back down at them. But it may work as Dcrl almost gets the touch. Remzik is a nice redirect over. He just has to really trying to stall for his team.
Oh no! Some unfortunate team play from Triumvirate. He just has to. I don't think that was necessarily the touch he wanted. Shavin able to just beat the ball, and he just has to not reading his own teammate. 129 kilometers per hour in the goal. Pound Town are on match point.
Yeah, I mean, that's just honestly wasn't the way I was expecting it to end in that one.
Yeah, same here. Oh my god.
But it's really hard to like when everything's speeding up like that in gameplay, like it's hard to communicate and register what a teammate's saying and stuff like that. Because, for example, like Eclipse could have said, "I'm trying to bump Lefty off." He just asked him went for the clear or something like that. But it's like you don't know who wants to get the clear, so you both go for it anyways. And there you have a situation like that. So,
yeah, just those panic moments coming out. This is just so interesting. Ecrux, by the way, kind of carrying in this game 4, the highest score out of the entire pitch. You know, you're looking at him as your standout player. He clearly stood out, but maybe that just wasn't everything you need in the team. Or maybe it was just a very close game. You never know. I guess we'll have to see in Game 5.
Yeah, and I'm just reminding them that they had timeouts, so I don't know. But, I mean, yeah, even Ecrux is popping off that game, and they only lost by 1 goal. I do think, though, you will see this one at least for a Game 6.
It would not be shocked by that. Oh, they're calling.
I really just got called cringe, yeah. Whatever, bro. I don't even care. You do you. I hope you lose.
You know, fair enough.
Kidding.
You changing your prediction now?
No. Oh, good. But Ripsy getting the better 50 there. I think the net's
wide open. Just good little counterattack. I don't know why Triumvirate expected Pound Town to be any less fast than they were, but clearly caught them off guard. An immediate scoring opportunity. I think, like, besides, I think, Game 3, a goal's been scored in, like, the first 20 seconds every game.
Yeah, I don't know. I guess I haven't really been paying too much attention to that, but Lefty, nice 50 there. Lefty. Goodness gracious. Kid, he just crazy, absolutely, yeah. But we're gonna see ball go over the inside while Kevin just clear on over. Assassin is there. Triumvirate. The tap. Goodbye.
They're going to start doing something on offense. Oh, a little bit of a peek on offense here from Triumvirate. Nothing really comes of it. Lefty, or Ecrux, trying to take it in his corner. Ecrux has been like the demo master this game. He's trying to create that. You're talking about a chaotic player. Davin's the one on Pound Town, but Ecrux has definitely been the one for Triumvirate. Hoping to make something of that here. Ooh, what
coming out from him.
Real fake. Oh my god, Lasky!
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I didn't think there was a shot coming out there for a second, but almost makes it happen. Remzik with the musty!
Oh, Remzik.
This guy.
Maybe it was just a clip battle or something like that.
What
Maybe it is a clip battle! Oh my gosh!
Oh no!
Lasky able to shoot it, but Shavin there. What is going on? These guys trying to get into like RLFX or something like that? What crazy fake coming out?
I really wish you didn't get bumped off of that. That would have been so hype.
Yeah.
But
oh my gosh.
Both of these teams, seriously, giving it their all right now. We're 2 minutes into this one. It is a little bit lower scoring already compared to these other games, but I don't know. Gameplay again. I know I've been teaching gameplay and gameplay, but definitely has been speeding up every single game.
Like this is, what was I gonna say? I had a really good point to make. No, this is just kind of. I think what's happening here in this game 5 is high risk, high reward playstyle here, where like both teams are trying to be the most mechanical and best they can be, just to score something on the other team, to either close this series out or keep their lives in the game. I think that now that one team is on match point, both teams have decided to just throw the kitchen sink at them. Poundtown want this series over, and Triumvirate want to, you know, not lose this series. Good shot.
Nice shot, but Javin right there. I think Poundtown's doing also a really good job. I don't know. Triumvirate seemed like a really so far in the series.
Ooh, well, maybe not.
Maybe, but will we see a goal? I don't know.
Remzic's showing great patience. I think that's been the key factor for Poundtown. They're Triumvirate are trying to create just so much chaos, so many, you know, shenanigans in the back half. Remzic just showing that, you know, that true patience. It's clearly working out well for them as he doubles it right in. You can't stop the menace. It's so hard to stop the menace. The REM sleep stage. REM sick. That's actually kind of awesome.
But I don't know, man. I really don't know what Triumvirate is really are everything.
I want to see more of that physical play come out from Triumvirate. I really do. In these past like few minutes, they've been missing it, and Poundtown have been able to just kind of revel in that freedom of having all three players on the pitch. Because with the way that Poundtown plays, they're kind of a team that benefits very well by not having a member missing from the roster, you know? And those demos were really causing some trouble for them, but we're not seeing them much anymore. Or maybe they don't need it. Lefty with a great save.
Like I said,
what is
Lefty with that goal line magic. But
that goal line prowess, but yeah, no. Heat Assassin, also, I just don't think he's getting the touches he wants to get in this series. That touch was meant to be a pinch, but just went straight out to Remzic's really strong shot. I think that's kind of maybe the missing link of Triumvirate so far. I think Heat Assassin is just not quite getting the touches he wants to get. Might be frustrating for him too, even mentally.
That's alright, but 30 seconds here, it is possible. I think, yeah, I agree with that. Play. Here now. Just gotta send it. We are at 20 seconds.
Looks like he's trying to send it here. That's Shavin.
Yeah. So a lot of time gonna be wasted. Very awkward. Nice flick though. Lefty tries to flip this one. Does. Ooh. Going over to Shavin. 10 seconds left. I think that'll be it for this.
Yeah, that looks about right. Poundtown taking the series 4-1. Closer or much more dominant than either of us expected. Great little showing by Poundtown. They were able to take control of the chaos that Triumvirate were trying to create. Just use that backline defense and the desperation of trying to find a goal. You know, just easily, casually close out this series.
Sure, and well played for them. Oh, there you go. Pound in Triumvirate.
Ooh. Wink wink.
Little sussy. But yeah, I'm gonna look again these guys in a winner's interview, but I don't know, I guess you kind of shocked with how Poundtown's this one for the 4-1 win?
I'm decently shocked. I mean, I know that Poundtown are a very strong team. You kind of have to be with the three players that make up Poundtown. You have, yeah, you know, just three really strong players, but just the way that they synergized so well to even just block the chaos that Triumvirate were causing was a real class act, and I'm excited to see that.
I'm gonna get a Remzic. I'm gonna get a Remzic. I might have to turn my room light on real quick. Hold on, let me do that real quick.
Ooh. Bright mode in here? While the rest of them are all in like pitch black, right?
Yeah. Alright, but we got them all in here. Congratulations guys on your dub tonight. How you feeling, I guess, just beating Triumvirate 4-1?
Feels good, you know? We didn't get to have one of our teammates as the representatives for the bracket, so we couldn't get our team up there for the prediction, but it feels good that we're back one game away from land.
There you go.
You
Yeah.
get the down Blasky's prediction. Woohoo!
Yeah.
But Alice, I'll let you take it on. I'm sure you got some questions for you guys. What's my light on?
Yeah.
Pretty dark.
I don't think I have a question for anyone specific quite yet, but just generally speaking, in that, what was it, the game 4? No, game 3, where Triumvirate won, they started bringing out a lot of physical play. They had a lot more, a lot of just bumps and demos. How did you guys plan to deal with that? What was your game plan for that?
I don't really know.
Yeah, I can kind of give an idea. A lot of their plays were working that game, but it's really hard to keep that up.
Sustain
And like,
that.
yeah, you can't sustain it as much as you would think, especially because I don't know, every pre-jump they would have would work, and then they would leave us in like 1vx situations, and we just get bumped. Playing faster and then playing more confident and more controlled, it's harder for them to get the ball off us to the point where like they can only bump if they have the ball. So if we have the ball, it doesn't really matter. So that was kind of our game
In
plan
the other
for the next
games, they were doing the same thing, but they weren't winning all of them. As soon as we had the ball again after they tried to bump, it was like a 2-on-1 going back the other way. So
Yeah,
it kind of leave them out to dry as well.
Yeah, I know the two of us were commenting like in the later half of game 3 and games 4 and 5, you two just like both teams rather just kind of put the pedal to the metal. I don't think I saw the ball slow down except for like 1 or 2 times in the rest of that series. So I mean, well played to you guys for recognizing that.
Yep.
But did you ask Remzik anything?
I did not. You are able to ask him something.
Okay. Remzik, you feel like speaking?
No.
Alright.
No, I'm kidding.
Okay. I guess yeah. So you're 1 game away from LAN, and I'm just trying to remember for which side of the bracket you are. You know, like what you're.
We face 2 seed, so misdemeanors.
Or whoever they beat. Or
I think they already played their game. I think they won.
They beat
played
bad
it. They did?
seeds. Okay, so then you're going against misdemeanors.
Yep.
Are you looking to do any sort of preparation against them? What was it kind of looking like when you played them earlier in the regular season too?
I mean, we were still learning stuff earlier, but now I think we got it figured out for them.
Just simply enough said right there for you guys. Yep.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, heard enough from all you guys. I thought you guys did really good. Lefty, you were the spotlight player, I think, this series. And that's kind of what Ben and I were thinking too beforehand. Is kind of how well you played determine how the series also kind of went. But all you guys did great. So, but yeah.
Thank you.
One-time win.
Yeah. All right. Well, thank you again for joining me for a winner's interview. Again, congrats on your win tonight, and we'll see you when we see you.
Thank you, yes.
Thank you. See you.
All right. Well, Alice, it is just you and I, and I think I'll be getting. Actually, I don't even know who's casting with me in this next series. We'll see, though. Yeah. But I'll get her.
Yeah,
figured
you're
out.
the powerhouse for this night. You do what not many people can do, so make sure to send some thanks to Cripplefy over here.
Yeah. Well, it looks like I do need one for Division D, so I'm sure I can get Storm or Cody out of V-Storm.
Yeah, I think he's ready to cast anything ever.
I know, dude. He's always eager to do stuff. But all right. But yeah, I mean, thank you for joining me tonight, co-casting. I thought it was fun. You know, and we saw a
Good
good
to have that.
series. I wish it would have been a little bit closer. You know, we always like seeing closer series, but still, I think it was good gameplay regardless. However, everybody viewing, we are gonna have 2 more matches or series later tonight. After this one's gonna be Division D. I believe it's Renegades versus 04 Honda Accord.
That's going to be a good matchup. You should watch that.
Bro's hyping it up. Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, so that like Ali said, it'll be a really good matchup there. And then after that will be another really good matchup, Division B, Golden Girls versus Postmen. So be sure to stick around. You know, we'll get predictions up and whatnot. I'm gonna go ahead and throw down the intermission again. Alex, thank you for casting with me, and see you guys when we see you.
See ya.